Hi friends, it's good to see you guys again. Thank you so much for spending part of your day here with me. I really appreciate it. Today is officially announcement day. I'm super excited. So as you guys know, Andie at Makeup in the Mundane and I have decided to play Battleship with our Haunted Europe palettes from Nomad Cosmetics. And I am so stinking excited. They are such a creative human being. They are just so kind, so encouraging, and I need that. I need that because this is going to be a beast of a challenge for me. It is an underappreciated, underloved palette in my collection. This is what this beautiful angel baby looks like. For those of you that are unfamiliar, here, I'll just let you take a really nice look at where I'm starting. It looks like I have dips, but trust me, I don't. It's virtually an untouched palette. For those of you that are unfamiliar with Battleship, the way it goes is you hide, just like the game Battleship, the board game, a 2-pan ship, a 3-pan ship, and a 4-pan ship on your opponent's game board. And the goal is hit pans and try to sink some ships. And I am the world's slowest panner. I've only hit 2 pans, I think, in my entire lifetime. But I'm excited. It's a community-driven game. Well, community-driven. It's a game I'm playing against another human being. So I think that I'm going to do a little bit better than just, okay, I'm committing to doing this. And it's spooky time, so Haunted Europe is a palette I'm wanting to reach for anyway, and I'm just really excited. So I brought that bad boy out. I also brought my Glamlight Dirty Martini palette, and I know, I'm not going to hold it up because it's breaking. I saw discoloration in one of my shadows. I'm not sure if it's a mold or just discoloration, which I know you guys are screaming into your computer right now, or TV or phone or whatever. Throw it away. When in doubt, throw it away, but I'm just not ready to let it go. I'm not ready to let it go. I'm close to some pans, so it doesn't have a scent. I'm just not sure if it's mold. I'm allowing myself to believe that it's not mold and it's just some of another shadow got into that shadow and it's not mold. And Sean didn't know for sure. There was room to doubt, so I'm going to allow myself to not be 100% convinced it's mold. A couple things about my setup today that's different when I'm cooking. So my house is a little smoky. It's a little foggy. And I hope that my fire alarm doesn't go off because my babies are taking a nap. But it's very smoky. So I have my sliding door open right there to kind of air things out a little bit. And as a result of that, you guys are going to be hearing yard work and birds and all kinds of good fun stuff today. But you know what? It's part of the experience. We're all friends here. We are all friends here. So that's what's going on with me. I have absolutely no idea what kind of look I'm going to do today. I think I should... See, I brought both. I brought Dirty Martini and Haunted Europe. Because I'm introducing my Battleship game, though, I'm starting to feel like I should try to keep it exclusively to Haunted Europe today. I don't even know what shades I'm going to go for. Do people... It's been so long since I've watched anybody play this game. I just don't really remember the rules. I was asking them, like, do I have to post your game board anywhere? And they're like, no. It's just for your info. I think I decided, though. I'm going to use just Haunted Europe today. Oh, man. How am I going to do my makeup today? I feel like I should do something with the warm side of the palette because I don't usually use warm tones. I am terrible at using warm tone things. My setup's a little funky because I have this big water jug that's right there. Could I move it? Yeah. Am I going to? You guys already know the answer to that. No, I'm not. But yeah, let's go. Let's go. I think I am going to, oh man, I have no idea. It's been such a long time since I pulled this palette out. And it's really a bummer because Sean got it for me for Christmas last year. He got me the bundle with this one and Ghost Town. And I was so excited. I didn't even wait until Christmas to open them, you guys. It was my Christmas present and it came in October. And I started using them in October. I did not want to wait. And Ghost Town I had some severe creasing with, so I put that one in timeout since January, and it's still in timeout because I'm so scared that I'm going to spend all this time to do my makeup and then it's going to crease and make me really upset. So it's in timeout, although I probably should bring it out and decide once and for all what I'm going to do with it because it's still good. It's a year old now. So if I'm not going to keep it, I really ought to pass it on. I just have a hard time. Haunted Europe, I don't know why I'm not using Haunted Europe that much. It's very baffling to me because it's a beautiful color story. I really like it. There's something like I don't enjoy about it. So I'm like, why? Why am I not using it that much? I really don't know. I think I am going to... How funky do we want to go today? Do we want to go really funky? I feel like the answer is yes, because I always want to go really funky. I think I'm going to do it. Okay, I'm going to do it. I'm going to start with Frankenstein. Oh my gosh, can you guys tell I don't really watch horror films? Frankenstein. I absolutely love the fall. I love the fashion. I love the scents. I love the weather. I love just like all the leisurely activities that are available in the fall. But I do not like spooky stuff. And my poor daughter is very, very much the same. My older daughter, obviously. We went to get Halloween costumes yesterday. And I asked her if she wanted to go on the Haunted Mansion when we were in Disneyland. And that freaked her out so bad. So she didn't even want to go into the Halloween store this year. And I was like, oh, baby, I'm sorry. I don't know. I don't remember the Haunted Mansion being super spooky. But for a 5-year-old, I'm sure it is. It was the Halloween decked out version of the Haunted Mansion. So it was like, it was different than I've ever experienced, but I don't think it was, I mean, I'm an adult though. I'm sure for a 5-year-old it was terrifying. I just feel so bad that I spooked her so bad. Because last year and the year before that, she had no problem with the Halloween store. My toddler boy was so funny though. So there's those I can't say the word right now. There's those like zombie things that you step on a pedal and then they like jump out at you or whatever, or they're on like a timer. I'm so bad at explaining things. You guys know what I'm talking about. The machines that jump and make scary noises when you step on them. He was so spooked. My toddler was so spooked. He was like holding onto my leg and hiding behind me. And of course, I'm spooked by that stuff. I don't want to be anywhere near that stuff. But we're on our way out. He stops and says bye-bye. He's like, bye-bye. I'm like, let's keep moving. Mommy doesn't want to get spooked. Because I am like watching in my like side of my eyes other people interacting with them and kind of have an idea of who's going to jump out when. And just trying to make sure I'm nowhere close when that happens. But he's throwing off my timing because he's stopping to say bye-bye. And I'm like, oh, let's keep going. I don't know. I think Sean likes spooky stuff. He doesn't have a super strong opinion. He's not like, oh yeah, we have to do haunted houses or anything like that. Right off the bat, I do feel like this isn't blending as nicely as I would have preferred. I haven't used the palette too much, so I'm not really all that familiar with the formula, but yeah, I'm not loving that. I'm gonna do a wonky look though. Andie's probably gonna be like, what is on your eyeballs? No, they're not gonna say that. They're very nice and supportive. I'm just playing around because I want to do something that like I normally wouldn't do, you know, because I'm not giving the palette enough love. I want to go in with a Mary Cemetery. This is why I say it's gonna be wonky. That is a shimmery green. It's a very like soft shade, and I want to keep that just in my crease because I want the orange to still really stand out. I've been doing this shape a lot recently, and I've actually really enjoyed my looks, so. Just really trying to keep it right where I'm putting it. I feel like should I have put my glitter glue down? Because that is technically, I mean, it's not technically, that's a shimmer shade. So I'm beginning to feel like I should have put my glitter glue down. I'm still learning. I'm learning a lot about the glitter glue itself because this is the first time I've ever purchased it. But I'm also learning a lot about the palette. So. I am so excited to see if Andie is going to hit any of their ships anytime soon, or if it's going to take a while. And I'm really excited to see what ships they chose for me, because like, are they going to make it really hard for me, or are they going to give me super gimme ships, you know? Like, I'm so excited. I have no idea. I have no idea what to expect. I have no idea how long it's going to take. I simply have no idea. Our other options for our palettes in common was Ghost Town, but I told them, like, I'm not sure about Ghost Town because it's been in timeout for 9 months for me. Or we both had a Sydney Grace palette, so I could have done Tiny Marvels and they could have done Longing. Or I feel like there was one other option, but I do not remember. I feel like those were the 4. Oh, Bloom from Clarity. It was our other option. But I definitely think that Haunted Europe just gave more versatility. You can only do so much with Bloom. And we both really like purple blue jewel tone makeup just organically. So I feel like this is out of both of our comfort zones. Maybe I'm speaking for myself, but I don't want to speak for Andie, so scratch everything I just said about them just then. Speaking about myself, and that those are true for myself. I really like jewel toned blue purple makeup. I do like that. So orange is way up, followed by the green, and you can still distinctly see all those colors, which I enjoy. Now I'm gonna take my glitter glue. Boogeyman and Huska Castle are very similar shades. I wish one of those was something else, but I don't know what I would want it to be. I just feel like we didn't need both because they're so similar. Okay, I'm gonna take Huska Castle, I think, with my finger, and I'm going to tap. This is pretty, but I feel like it's too much like a cake, you know? Like, you can see layers. Like, it's not very blended, but I don't really know what I can do to try to blend it. But you guys see what I'm saying, right? Like, it's like, you could see it looks like a cake. Not really sure what I can do. Maybe this is a good day to take my Illuminati. I'm really trying to use up this Illuminati eyeliner because it's super dry. So it's painful to apply. Actually painful. So I'm not loving that. I think that was cute though. Why not? I think that this look needs me to take some of the Frankenstein shade and put that in my lower. Just to tie it all back together. Yeah, I actually like the way this look turned out. For those of you that are tuning in for the very first time, my lighting is absolutely horrific. So at the very end, after I do my base face, I do get you guys nice and close and you can see my look better. Because right now it just kind of looks like a muddy mess. But I guess I could show you for those of you that don't want to stick. I'm going to put on mascara, obviously, but it's fun. It's cute. And another thing about me, for those of you that are brand new, I've done way too much mascara by choice. It's intentional. I really like the look on myself of clumpy, spider leg, thick, goopy eyelashes. I think it looks absolutely gorgeous and beautiful. I know some people totally disagree with that. And they like, separated, natural looking. And a lot of people will ask me, why don't you wear falsies? And the answer is I'm scared. Honestly, I'm scared. I already tear out chunks of eyelashes accidentally removing my makeup at the end of the day, which is probably because I like to goop my eyelashes together every day as a regular part of my routine. But I'm just scared if I glue something to my lashes, I'm going to tear them all out, and then I'm going to be like a hairless cat for a couple months while all my eyelashes grow back. And that just freaks me out, honestly. So that is why, honestly, I love the look of falsies. And I had a coworker at Nordstrom back in college, you guys, who got really, really, really bold eyelash extensions. I mean, like super thick, super gorgeous, super long eyelash extensions. They were dramatic, and oh, they were so gorgeous. And recently I went on Facebook to try and reconnect with her, and it looks like she doesn't really wear makeup anymore, at least in her pictures she posts. And I'm like, oh, I really, really, really love those eyelashes. Oh, they were so gorgeous. They were expensive though. I remember asking her how much they were because I was like super dead serious about getting them too. And I think she said the set themselves, and of course this was like 2015, so I'm sure they only went up, but the set themselves, she said, was like $300, and then the fills every 2 weeks were like $150. I'm like, oh my god. Definitely not stay-at-home wife budget. But that's what I go for. There's some people I watch on Instagram stories who, oh man, their eyelashes are gorgeous. Boise Beauty, I look at her eyelashes every time I watch her stories and just cannot stop staring at them. Sometimes I have to rewind and rewatch her whole story because I realized I was just staring at her lashes the whole time and wasn't even like paying as close attention to the products she was showing as I should have. So I'll rewatch it and then just be very intentional not to stare at her lashes. But they're so gorgeous. They're so gorgeous. And it looks like she gets them from mascara because, you know, you could see like the clumpy mascara look. Oh, I just love it. I love it so much. I love it so much. I remember when I worked at Nordstrom, I used to go through the Guerlain La Petite Robe was my go-to mascara back in those days. I still remember that. And I'm not sure if Guerlain still makes that mascara, but I would go through a tube of it a month because I would just sit in the break room and I would do this right here, for like 15 minutes until my eyelashes were so chunky, so stuck together, so black, so beautiful, so flaky. I loved it. I would like go through mascara so fast. I hear bees. I might go close my screen door now because my house is less smoky and I'm scared of bees. So 1 second. Okay, this particular insect is actually a fly, but I'm scared of it. So it's gonna buzz around probably in my video and I'm going to try my best not to panic. Oh, I really don't like bugs. It is a fly, right? Not a bee. It's a fly. It's black. It has to be a fly. We have a bunch of wasp nests, you guys, all the time. So there was a huge one that was by my front door like a few months ago. And this is how scared of bugs I am. I heard a bunch of bees buzzing, but by my front door there's a bush. And so I thought the bees were just, you know. Oh my god, do you see it? It's right there. Oh my god. I hate flies. I hate bugs. I hate bugs so freaking much. But I just didn't look around because I was like, I don't want to see any bees. Well, it got huge. And so finally my oldest tells my husband, like, there's a wasp nest. And it was huge. So my husband dealt with that one. And then we kept seeing a bunch of wasps, like a ton of them. And we're like, what in the... So he walks around our house and he finds like 4 more. They're small, but like, we're like, God. So then he had to go deal with all those wasp nests. And I swear to you guys, last night I heard buzzing outside my window. I'm not sure if it's my husband's CPAP machine or if it's wasps, but I heard buzzing and it kept me up all freaking night until it didn't anymore. And I need to have Sean take a look at that tonight because it really freaked me out. The other day, so I actually had sat down and filmed to get ready with me this day. A couple hours after I did that, my kids told me they found a wolf spider on this wall. Luckily, they discovered it as my husband's walking through the door because I was in the bathroom. I was not out here, otherwise I might have like had a panic attack. But they saw it as my husband was walking to the door. And so they're like, Dad, spiders. So Sean, you know, Gandhi Sean, can't kill spiders. Oh no. Captured it and released it outside. I was like, away from the door, right? So it doesn't end up back inside. And he's like, yeah, it's not coming back. I'm like, okay. I think that's the hardest part about being a parent is you got to kill the bugs. Especially, like if it poses any real harm to like your kids, like obviously I'm going to kill it. But, oh, I'm so freaked out. I hate bugs. Oh, I didn't use this today. I usually use that. But this bug really has me like off my... I hate it. I don't know if you guys remember, but there was a spider on my ceiling a few months ago. And Evan, this was when Evan was still calling everything a bee. He was calling all bugs bees. He's like, it's a bee, it's a bee. I'm like, baby, it is a spider. I see the spider. A bee, a bee. Now he calls them bugs. He doesn't call them bees anymore. And water bottles used to be water milk. Everything was milk. He's learning the real word for things. He says water now. And I'm like, no, it's water milk. Which, I mean, of course I'm like kidding. I'm super proud of my son, but I miss my baby. Why can't he be my little baby? Man, those of you that are coming here to watch my journey with Andie, you're like, what is this? Like, who is this person that we stumbled upon? This was very unfortunate. Self-deprecating humor is my favorite. Every time I use this blush, it's obviously not often enough because I always forget how little you need for it to end up all over your face. So I have a gripe to pick with Natasha Denona, you guys. And at this point, I think the issue is me, not all these brands, but this just really rubbed me the wrong way. So I need to talk about this. Now, of course, I'm still going to buy from the brand. I'm not boycotting the brand by any means, but this really did rub me the wrong way. So they had a up to 30% off site-wide sale that started yesterday. And I wasn't really like sold on buying anything. I was just kind of like, well, maybe I'll get something, you know, maybe it'd be cool. Did I take that blush out? Oh, no, it's in there. I just forgot to take it out of my bag. I was like, where is my panning blush? I know I'm keeping it in my rotation right now. Anyway, so I put the new Dramatic palette in my cart just because I'm like, okay, I want to see how much this would be if I picked it up. Like, I'm not super sold on it, but it's nice. Like, I really like the swatches. I think I could create some nice looks. I don't really reach for, you know, beige very often. Like, I could create fun looks with this, but will I reach for it very often? That's what I'm trying to really like challenge myself to think about. Not just, ooh, I could, but will I? And there was no discount reflected when I put it in my cart. And this was one of those sales where discounts automatically applied. You didn't have to enter a discount code or anything like that. Well, they were advertising a site-wide sale. And this was not a site-wide sale because new releases, so the new palettes and the new foundations were excluded from the sale. And that just kind of like rubbed me the wrong way because I was like, how is it a site-wide sale if there are exceptions? Now, I'm sure they disclosed it in their fine print, but they still, when you went onto NatashaDenona.com, it said site-wide. Well, it's not site-wide. It's not really site-wide. So that just rubbed me the wrong way. And I know some people were very upset about that because $82 for those palettes. I'm trying to make this really fast now because I really hear this bug and it's like freaking out. $82 for those palettes is not like cheap. And in a lot of ways, I'm so freaked out. You guys, do you hear the buzzing? I'm going to watch this back and be like, you guys can't hear the buzzing at all, but I can hear it. It's so loud and it freaks me out. So the prospect of getting up to 30% off on that would probably make it more accessible to more people, because 82, I mean, even like, what's 20% of that, like 60 something dollars? I mean, that's not like super affordable, but it's better than 80. So I just feel like it was a little distasteful. Now, this is just me nitpicking. Again, I'm still going to support the brand. I'm still, as long as they don't do anything super crazy. I'm still, you know, all for Natasha. I think her stuff's good. I'm going to use my Divine Rose Pomegranate lipstick today. No lip liner, because I'm just honestly trying to get this done so I can get away from this fly best I can. I don't think it's going to follow me to the couch, but... Oh, shoot, I'm cooking. You guys don't think it's going to go in the oven, do you? You don't think it'd be stupid enough? I don't think it'd be stupid enough. I don't think it's not stupid enough. But anyway, this is my first look this season. It might be... No, not this year. Not this year. My first look this season with Haunted Europe, the first of many. I'm really excited to play with Andie. Please give them some love. They're such an incredible human being. Just such a positive, uplifting person. And just... they genuinely try to include everybody, and I just really like that about them. But I'm excited. So thank you guys for tuning in and spending part of your day with me. I really appreciate it. Again, very special welcome. If you are here for the very first time, please go check out Andie at Makeup in the Mundane. And without further ado, I will let you get back to your day, and I will catch you guys here, same time, same place tomorrow.